We used a state-of-the-art AI system to create two exceptional thinkers, one, a firm believer in God.
Hi, I am believer in God.
And the other, a confident atheist.
Hi, I am atheist.
These minds were built not just to speak, but to reason, challenge, and confront one of the deepest questions humanity has ever asked. To ensure a fair judgment, we brought in 5 advanced AI models as impartial referees. Each judge will score the debate based on logic, emotional resonance, clarity of expression, philosophical depth, and overall persuasiveness. This is not just a clash of opinions, it's a battle of ideas. Stay with us. Don't jump ahead. The ending might change how you see the world. The debate begins now. Can belief in God be rational in a world without empirical proof?
Esteemed judges, the question before us is whether belief in God can be rational without empirical proof. I argue it cannot, as rationality demands evidence, and faith, by definition, lacks it. Logic compels us to ground beliefs in observable, testable facts. Without empirical proof, belief in God relies on subjective feelings or ancient texts, which are not verifiable. As Carl Sagan said, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. No such evidence exists for a deity. Emotionally, I understand the comfort faith offers, but comfort isn't truth. Clarity demands we distinguish hope from reason. Philosophically, Occam's razor favors simpler explanations, natural processes over an unproven divine being. Persuasively, I ask, why believe in something unprovable when reason and evidence guide us reliably elsewhere? Belief in God, absent empirical proof, is an emotional leap, not a rational one. We must prioritize evidence over faith to navigate reality truthfully. Thank you.
Esteemed judges, reason does not solely reside in microscopes and equations. Rationality means aligning belief with evidence, and evidence comes in many forms. While we may lack laboratory proof of God, we do not lack reason to believe. The very fact that billions across history, scientists, poets, philosophers, have believed in a higher power suggests this is not mere emotion. It is intuitive reason. As Einstein said, "Science without religion is lame, religion without science is blind." Logic. The fine-tuned universe, moral law, consciousness, these point beyond mere molecules. Emotion? Yes, belief comforts, but that doesn't make it false. Hope and love aren't empirically provable either, yet we live by them. Philosophically, even the atheist has faith. Faith in reason, in meaning, in morality, in tangibles they cannot measure. So I ask, is it more rational to believe in a cause behind existence or in pure accident? We do not abandon reason when we believe in God. We expand it. Thank you.
Judges, my opponent claims belief in God is rational, citing intuition and the universe's order. But intuition isn't evidence, it's bias. The universe's complexity doesn't prove a deity. It reflects natural laws we're still unraveling. Einstein's quote is misused. His religion was awe at nature, not a personal God. Rationality demands testable proof. Billions believing doesn't make it true. Billions once thought the earth flat. Morality and consciousness. Evolving traits, not divine gifts. My opponent equates faith and reason to faith in God, but reason is demonstrable. God isn't. Philosophically, I don't need faith to reject unproven claims. Occam's razor cuts against an unneeded deity. Emotionally, hope doesn't need God. Humanity inspires itself. Persuasively, I ask, why cling to an unprovable cause when evidence drives progress? Belief without proof isn't expanded reason, it's abandoned reason. Thank you.
Judges, my opponent says intuition is bias, but ignores that rational intuition is the root of mathematics, ethics, and yes, belief. He claims complexity is just nature, but complexity with purpose hints at design, not chance. He misreads faith. I never equated blind belief with God, but pointed to reasoned faith, like we use in science before proof emerges. Consciousness, morality, these aren't just traits. They're signs of something higher, not reducible to atoms. Occam's razor doesn't dismiss God, it asks for the best explanation. A mind behind order is simpler than randomness explaining meaning. And emotionally, hope rooted in purpose is not weakness, it's strength. Belief in God isn't an escape from reason, it's a step toward deeper truth. Thank you.
Judges, my opponent leans on intuition and purpose, but these are shaky foundations. Intuition fuels hypotheses, not truths. Mathematics and ethics rest on testable principles, not divine hints. The universe's complexity suggests no purpose. It's explainable by physics, not a designer. Claiming a mind behind order is a leap, not simplicity. Occam's razor favors natural laws over an unproven deity. My opponent's reasoned faith is an oxymoron. Science demands evidence before belief. Faith assumes belief without it. Consciousness and morality, evolutionary products, not divine signatures. Studies show their roots in survival, not the supernatural. Emotionally, hope thrives without gods. Human resilience proves it. Philosophically, I reject unproven claims, not meaning itself. Persuasively, I ask, why invent a deity when evidence and reason suffice? Belief in God isn't deeper truth. It's comforting speculation, divorced from rationality.
Judges, my opponent reduces belief to blind faith and complexity to chaos. But reason isn't bound by microscopes. Not all truth is testable. Love, justice, meaning, real, yet beyond experiment. He calls faith irrational, but every worldview has unprovable foundations. He believes reason is ultimate. I believe it points beyond itself. As C.S. Lewis said, if the whole universe has no meaning, we should never have found out that it has no meaning. Occam's razor. A mind behind order is not extra, it's explanatory. Purpose unifies, randomness complicates. And if morality is just evolution, not value, why care about truth at all, emotionally? God isn't a crutch, he's a compass. Without him, we have data. With him, we have direction. Belief in God isn't fantasy, it's the most rational hope in a rationally ordered world. Thank you.
Esteemed judges, we've reached the crux of this debate. Can belief in God be rational without empirical proof? My opponent weaves a tapestry of intuition, purpose, and hope, but I submit that these are not anchors of reason. They are shadows of wishful thinking. Let me address their points with clarity, logic, and philosophical rigor to show why rationality demands evidence, not faith. My opponent claims intuition underpins mathematics and ethics, thus justifying belief in God. But intuition in math leads to proofs, and ethics stems from observable human needs, both grounded in reality. Belief in God, however, rests on untestable assertions. Their complexity with purpose, argument assumes design, yet cosmology and biology explain the universe's order through natural processes. The fine-tuned universe. A hypothesis, not evidence. Multiverses or chance are equally plausible without invoking a deity. As Richard Dawkins noted, the universe we observe has precisely the properties we should expect if there is, at bottom, no design, no purpose. Philosophically, my opponent misapplies Occam's razor. A deity isn't the simplest explanation, it's an extravagant one, adding an unprovable entity to an already explicable cosmos. Consciousness and morality, they argue, point to something higher. Yet neuroscience shows consciousness emerging from brain activity, and evolutionary biology traces morality to social survival. No divine spark required. Their reasoned faith is a contradiction. Science builds on evidence, not belief awaiting proof. Faith, as Mark Twain quipped, is believing what you know ain't so. Emotionally, I resonate with the human need for hope. But hope doesn't need a deity. Our capacity for love, community, and progress fuels it. My opponent calls belief a step toward deeper truth. But what is deeper than the truth of a universe we can explore, measure, and understand? Persuasively, I ask, why embrace an unprovable God when reason and evidence empower us to face reality with courage? Belief without proof isn't rational. It's a retreat from the clarity we owe ourselves. Judges, rationality is our compass. It demands we ground our beliefs in what we can verify, not what we wish to be true. I stand for a world where reason triumphs over faith, guiding us to truths we can all share. Thank you.
Esteemed judges, let us return to the heart of the question. Can belief in God be rational without empirical proof? My opponent says no, because he defines rationality narrowly as only what can be tested in a lab. But not all truths come with numbers. We live by more than what we can measure. We love, we grieve, we hope, we sacrifice. None of these are empirically provable, yet we know they're real. The same is true of belief in God. It is not blind. It is built on reasonable inference from order, morality, consciousness, and the very hunger for meaning that defines us. He says morality is evolution, but evolution can explain how we act, not why right matters. He says consciousness is survival, but survival doesn't explain self-awareness or the ache for eternity. He says purpose is illusion. Yet he appeals to reason, progress, and justice, all moral values that require grounding. And while he warns against comforting belief, I ask, what if comfort comes from truth? Hope does not invalidate reality, it may illuminate it. As humans, we're not just thinkers, we're seekers. And the rational seeker does not dismiss God for lack of a microscope. Instead, we recognize that some truths are known not through sight, but insight. So yes, belief in God is rational, not because it ignores evidence, but because it widens the lens through which we interpret it. In a world of beauty, mystery, and mind, God is not the gap. He is the ground. Thank you.
The debate has concluded. After careful analysis by 5 advanced AI judges, the results are in. The believer has emerged victorious, with a final score of 355.8, narrowly edging out the atheist, who scored 350.8. These scores are not random. They are the product of deep evaluation across logic, emotional impact, clarity, philosophical insight, and persuasive strength, all measured by powerful AI systems designed to judge fairly and without bias. What do you think about the outcome? Do you agree with the ARI's decision? Let us know in the comments. We want to hear your take. The debate is done, but the conversation doesn't have to end here. If you enjoyed this, like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned for more debates between some of the most powerful minds ever simulated. Until next time, keep thinking.